Hi, at Needle, we care a lot about performance. We go to great lengths to automatically optimize meshes, textures, and scenes so that everything loads fast. And one area we recently looked at is environments and skyboxes. So these have always been a little bit slow in most applications. And so I'm very happy to announce FastHDR. FastHDR is a novel way to load environments into Three.js and Needle apps. It uses state-of-the-art compression algorithms for HDR data and pre-computes a number of steps to be the fastest environment loading can ever be. To show you how fast it is, we pre-processed a number of environments that are now free to use for Three.js apps, for Needle apps, and so on. And look at this. I'm loading 4K environments here. So these are actual 4K environments that we processed into the FastHDR format. And they have all the features that you would expect from an environment, including making the background blurry or adjusting exposure on HDR textures and so on. So it really is that fast. We made this page so that you can get started with FastHDR right away. Just copy the URLs here, download the assets in a resolution that you want, and start using them in your applications. And if you want to know how to, there's a handy button here where we explain you how you can change your Three.js application to not load an EXR texture, convert it into a PMRAM, and then set it as an environment, but instead directly skipping all those steps and loading a FastHDR texture. And here you can find code for Three.js, for Needle Engine, and also for X3 Fiber. A really cool part about this is that FastHDR does not require you to use any additional libraries. Three.js already ships with all the components you need to load these files. And to show you how fast it is, we prepared a little demo app to measure performance of EXR, the traditional way to load environments, like you may have downloaded them from Polyheaven, with FastHDR. When we first got this right, we couldn't really believe how fast it was. And so, of course, we measured it, and we put all the measurements and all the data on this website as well. And it's pretty crazy. Like, you get 10 times faster loading from the time you start downloading something until the time you see an environment on screen than the EXR format that you would usually use. And even compared to UltraHDR, it's at least 2 to 3 times faster. And I think what's especially crazy about this is that you have 0 frame drops in your app anymore. Like, usually when you load a large environment texture, it has to be unpacked, it has to be uploaded to the graphics card, and that stalls your website for a moment. Can be a second or half a second, but it's always noticeable. And with this compressed format, there's 0 frame drops. Like, these textures literally upload to the GPU in a fraction of a millisecond. And all the processing for unpacking them happens on a separate worker automatically without you having to do anything. So computation is off the main thread, GPU upload is fast, it's snappy, it's just great. And on top of that, FastHDR uses way less GPU memory. And that is especially important if you have high-resolution environments like I showed earlier, 4K or even 8K, because that gets big really, really quickly if you load EXR or UltraHDR files. Whereas with FastHDR, even a 4K texture is tiny in comparison. Like, a 4K FastHDR texture is smaller than a 1K EXR texture. And so you can pretty much choose what you do with this additional performance, this additional speed. Either you use higher resolution environments, or your app is just faster. On this website, for now, we have 25 different cool environments that we got from Polyheaven and processed for you into FastHDR format. And we're working on tools to make that easy for everyone to create their own FastHDR environment. We're not quite there yet, but if you sign up for a Needle account here, then we'll notify you once that's ready. So that's FastHDR. And we hope you're just as excited as we are about these new possibilities. Files are smaller, universally compatible, so they work on any device, and you get better performance and faster loading. As said, you can get started now. Like, these 25 environments here are ready, they're fully processed, you can just use them in your own projects. And we think this will be super useful for everyone making Three.js or Needle apps. To get started, just head to cloud.needle.tools/HDRIs, and there you find all of our pre-processed environments in FastHDR format. That's it for now, and stay tuned for more.